is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Nova, Australian royalty, Andy Lee.
You had a limp microphone.
I did. I have that effect on a lot of
You
people.
had a flaccid microphone.
I
It
did.
dipped. And then
It was actually fine when it was looking at you, and then it saw that I had to talk into it, and it went.
How are you both?
So
Really good.
The 100's back. Oh, it's doing it again.
Yeah.
Wow, every time you speak, and now you're grabbing your boobs.
Well, it's my boobs.
Trying to get the microphone to stand at attention.
Oh, my God.
It's worked for her before.
God,
she's
dear
going again.
I'm pulling out all the tricks here, and nothing's working.
It also needs a bit of WD-40, a bit of oil. It get the squeak when it comes
Right.
back
Look,
up.
and I'm cupping the hinge here. It doesn't seem to be working. The 100 is back tonight.
Yes, back tonight. Pete Hellier on tonight. Nina Oyama makes her first appearance. We've now got someone coming in
To
to
try
us
and
to
harden
Thank
it.
yes. On your tongue.
Thank you.
He knows what to
Thank
do
you.
with the
It's
limp
just like
mic.
Saturday night. Palermo.
But yeah, back and fun to be on.
Yeah.
In fact, we asked you on, Chrissy.
No, you haven't. I've
That's
never
true.
been
I
on.
was going to bring this up.
That's not true. We did ask you on.
No, Andy, you and I have privately spoken about this, and I've privately spoken with Chrissy about it. She is too scared to do the 100.
What do you mean?
This woman has done hours of live TV. I don't understand.
You've done far more TV than me in my life.
I don't. You.
She's speechless.
I know, and I don't know what it is because
Is it the
I
host?
love you.
it could
you
be
know,
the host.
you
No, it
know.
can be a bit handsy, I hear.
I love you. Oh God, I'd definitely be up for that.
Is it Monk?
No,
It's Sophie
it's
Monk.
definitely not Monk. I'm mad for Monk.
Yeah.
But I've been asked every season since you started,
Mm.
and I just say, I just don't think I can do it. I don't know what the block is. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Hey, you don't have to. The other thing is, it's a perfectly reasonable answer to go, I can't be bothered.
But I say yes to everything.
Well, I've noticed
It's
that.
the,
No.
I do because it's all so fun. It's so fun. Oh, come on.
I think you'd have a lot
can't,
of fun.
You can't
you'd
judge
have a
me.
lot of fun on our show.
You can't judge me for saying yes for everything. Can you? You
Yeah,
can't.
I like saying yes to things.
Yes, I know
I
you
like, I'm
do.
up for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to the toilet before and I thought, God, he's got these dimmies and tinnies. He's doing up a haunted house.
Yes.
There was something else that you opened a pub in New York City. And that was in the last 5 minutes. You've written a cartoon series, a kids
Yes,
series.
yes.
I was in the cubicle going, is he okay?
He really doesn't like
Is he all
Beck.
right? He's got to get out. You've got to get out of the
I
house.
don't have children. that's but that'll come one day. But no, it's all
Will
these
it?
things. All these things I pedal along for a while. It just so happened they all dropped at the same time. So the animation's taken me nearly 6 years. The pub took us 3. Dimmies and Tinnies for 4.5 for our dim sim rate. Like they just all land at the same time. So no, I do a sparing amount of work just for over a long period of time.
I want to talk about dim sims.
Yes,
Steamed or fried?
I'm a steamed man.
I am a steamed man
Jack?
too.
I'm a fried man, absolutely through and
Yeah.
through.
What is your preferred dressing, if you will?
Condiment.
Mm.
Beck makes up a pretty nice soy with a chili soy sauce, which I
Magic.
really like. Not sweet.
No.
I don't really like sweet chili sauce. I don't think it has a place for us in well, definitely not in my world. So
I agree, but can I recommend something? And I'll drop it into you guys.
Wow.
It's a bottle of punchun,
Oh, yeah.
and I get it from. It's very rare, and I buy it from a local Asian supermarket.
Punchun?
It's punchun.
What is it?
And it's got a little fat baby on the front, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I look for because all of it is not in. It's all in Chinese.
Yeah.
Look for the fat baby
Yeah.
and the word punchun, and then it's it's vinegar, but it's a bit sweet, but it's not sweet chili sweet.
Okay.
And then you mix that in with everything and pack your bags. You're going to heaven, Andy
really?
Lee. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so good.
I like this.
Yeah.
I never loved chicken in my dim sim until I had a Dimmies and Tinnies
We've got
chicken
dim
dim sim.
We've got a chicken and corn, like as
Like the
as
soup.
a little nod to the soup. Chicken and corn
God.
dimmy. Yeah.
What you've mucked around with the format. It's in the shape of a cone. You call it a torpedo.
It's the original dim sim, the way it was intended that you get in the fish and chip shop. That's the one. We're just going back to that format. It's the same. They were invented in the 1940s in Melbourne.
In Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
know
even
that.
Chinese. Yeah,
They're
you
not
can't
Chinese.
get dim sim.
He was a Chinese immigrant that decided to come up with a snack to essentially rival
Yeah.
the sausage roll, the party pie.
And
Right.
Because-
Sampang has done so well out of it. Absolutely magic.
Andy Lee, don't go anywhere. We want to play a game with you next.
I'd love
Tune
to.
in to The 100 with Andy Lee at 7:30 tonight on Channel 9. It's a fantastic show and on 9 now. If you miss it, you can catch up.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We've got Andy Lee with us. We're thrilled. We love it when you come past.
Swanee, did you know that I had a fair bit of Jack time over the summer?
I heard that.
Yes.
And you also spent some time with Jack.
Yes.
And tell me, isn't he magic?
Magic.
How lucky am I to get him?
Oh,
I know.
very lucky. Yeah.
I know.
And when the others in the group went off and did some questionable things, like Beck with her friends would set up like fake runways, like Victoria's Secret runways and so on.
Oh, Jack could be right.
They
up
paid
for
off. That paid off, Andy. I just walked in Melbourne Fashion Festival. I was so thankful to Beck that she made me do that.
And so they go parade. Jack would see me in the corner going, well, I can't participate in this.
Really?
And come across and just do a 5 with Andy. 5 with the old
Type
man.
5. Type 5 with Andy.
Yeah, as they then put on Taylor Swift and sung the whole Eras tour and did all the dances, and I went to bed.
Where was I?
Yeah.
But in one of those type 5s, we started naturally talking about music.
Yes.
And Andy and I were talking about how Horses is a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of yous didn't know that Daryl Braithwaite was not the originator of this?
That was Jack.
That was me.
You didn't know.
But I then got back at Andy after you informed me last year that this song was a cover.
Yeah.
And Andy did not know
I
that.
did know that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a very old song. Only last week, when a couple of weeks ago, when Dolly Parton's mysterious husband died, we were talking about "I Will Always Love You," which
Whitney
of
Houston.
course is a Whitney Houston song, but that's a cover.
That's
it's
a
a Dolly
cover.
Parton
That's Dolly
song.
Parton's song, yes.
So we thought we would put you through your motions and see which one of these.
Am I guessing cover or not?
Yes, you are.
Chrissie's Undercover Cover.
Great name.
Now, can I tell you, our friend
Much
Scudder
better than
made that.
cover or not.
We thought about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Our friend Scudder made that,
Undercover
and he
cover.
came in with great shame, and he said, "I've made you an opener with shit."
Classic
And then
audio producer.
We
It
listen
was
to it. We go, "That's
fantastic.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great."
It's actually a cover of another opener that's on a different show.
All right, let's go with this one. Everyone knows this.
Is this a cover? No, I'm going to say no.
Not a cover.
Nah.
Wrong.
Really?
Originally, Otis Redding. Horns.
Love
How
that.
sick is that?
Hey! I mean, Otis. I've got goosebumps.
Well,
Alrighty.
That's a shock to the system, and that's what this is going to do. We're going to do. I mean, does it ruin songs for people when they feel it? Like some people get
I think it does. I think it cheapens the
a
experience.
little bit, doesn't it?
Having said that, Aretha, of course, is a legend and put her own spin on it. I
Same
believe
with
that
Whitney.
Daryl Braithwaite really has done the same with Horses.
And
Yes.
Kylie.
And Kylie.
Come on. All right. Cover number 2, Swanee.
This one, we were just talking about it. Is it you that you're in my head?
This can't be a cover. I mean,
Yeah, no,
no.
I just chose it because it's my favourite Taylor Swift song of all time.
'Cause she doesn't do. She's not heavy on covers, Taylor.
No.
No.
She likes to do her own thing.
Do you have a favourite Taylor song?
Um,
I'd say you would have had to have been submitted to a lot.
yeah, I've been submitted to
Yeah.
a lot. The one that resonates with me is it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Is that the name of that song?
It's me, hi. Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah.
Anti-hero, I believe it's called.
Anti-hero. Okay, let's,
Anti-hero.
this one, a ripper. Tony Basil in a cheerleading outfit.
I'm going to say not.
Guys like you, Mickey.
It's not a cover.
It's not a cover, it's an original Tony Basil. No, it is a cover. It's by the great Racy.
Don't say that to me like I meant to know who the Great Racy are.
You don't
No
know
one in
Ra-
their cars are going, oh, we all knew that. Who the hell are the Great Racy?
If I was in a car, I'd be going, oh, yes. What, you don't know?
No,
Some
Jack,
girls do. Ooh, some girls don't. Ah, some girls need a lot of loving, and I'm guessing no.
She's unhinged today. No one knows Racy.
I have
no
never seen more confused faces in one line of producing
Listen,
rack back there.
You know, my
No.
mum was very busy raising me, and I never did anything but listen to music.
Alrighty, let's do one more cover, Swanee.
Okay.
Oh, I really want more. No,
Alrighty,
no,
what-
we've got to do more. We've got to do them all. I don't care.
No, we don't. We can't. We actually can't.
Okay.
Okay.
Last
this
one?
No, this one. you forget? Gwen Stefani, no doubt.
I hope it's not. I hope it's an original, but I reckon it is a cover.
It is a cover.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have heard this version.
Yeah.
Forget.
It's by a band called Talk Talk. Now, nobody knows Talk Talk.
But you know the one that shocked Jack?
What?
Natalie Imbruglia's Torn.
Yeah, I know.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
cover.
Andy
Yeah.
Lee,
Shocked him.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming in.
guys.
Watch The 100 with Andy Lee, 7:30 tonight on Channel 9 and 9 now. See you in summer.
Yeah.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Swanee, I'm so excited.
Welcome to the show, Isla Fisher.
Nice to be on, guys. Thanks for having me.
Of course, we want to talk first about Dogman. It's in cinemas April 3rd. Essentially, like if you've got a kid of a certain age, you've read this book and, you know, the 1,000 in the series. The hero is half dog, half man. If you were to be half woman, half something else, what would it be?
I'm gonna go with. I'd like to be half sloth because it's probably the closest to my character, and I would just very slowly, just like hold on to a branch and not move. That would be heaven.
I feel like depending on the day, I already am half something, like half coffee. I'm half coffee
Yes.
today. Yeah.
I'm half bitch. Just kidding.
half
Great.
bitch. Great.
That's Lady Dog, by the way, not the.
Now, Isla, in the film, you play a reporter. Can I say, you would make a great news reporter. You've got the voice for it.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel like I would be good. I'd be like in pursuit of the truth. I'd be the first one dedicated down at this crime scene. But I do worry that I'd be too opinionated. I wouldn't be able to hold back my thoughts on something. That'd be my downfall, I think.
Okay. And in the film, at one point, Sarah, your character, has a little cry. And I always wonder, when you're in those scenes, where do you go to make yourself cry?
I could tell you, but then I would cry, and then the interview wouldn't be very upbeat, and your producer would be like, "Oh, you had Isla Fisher on the show," and then she was crying. And
Okay, we'll leave that as a secret then.
I mean, look, I think if I was ever had called upon to cry, I would just think of Peter Allen singing Tenterfield Sadler, and that would kill me. It's
oh,
the saddest song in the known universe.
yeah. I mean, sometimes when you're doing live action and you have to cry, like you'll cry over something personal in your life, and then you'll cry again, multiple takes, but then you kind of run out, and then you'll have to go to people on set, your hair or your makeup team or the AD or the director, just anyone, another cast, and say, "Tell me something sad." And then people just come out with their sad stories, and then you can cry for that take. And then you're like, "Tell me something else." And you just end up pillaging people for their personal history.
On the flip side, I reckon that you are the sort of person that like has moments where you cannot stop laughing and there is nothing you can do. It's the most wonderful sort of orgasmic thing. But I think the only way to get yourself out of that state is by thinking of something sad to shock you out. Do you have to, what do they call it in the biz? They call it corpsing, don't they?
Corpsing. When you corpse on stage, oh, it's the worst. When you can't control yourself, it is the worst feeling in the world.
How do you get out of that? Because I've got an image that I think of that can stop it dead.
Oh, you do? I've got to be honest. You're wrong about that with me because I am so sensitive to not wasting like people's time or money or patience on me that like even if I'm really laughing, the fact that I'm scared I'm going to be told off by a director or something, I'll just sort of sober up and like pull it together and stop laughing. I mean, it was the worst at school. At school, I used to obviously get kicked out of the class the whole time for laughing.
Yeah, so did we. Yeah. We were the same. I want to talk about Madam Tiny Paws, please.
Oh, as you should. I miss her so much. I've been in Queensland for 5 weeks and I haven't seen her.
Okay, this is your rescue cat. First of all, she is enormous.
A genius. Yes, okay, she's a beast. Fair enough. We're attacking my cat right off the bat, but all right, we're still friends.
No. She's magically big, but she's a big girl. As my uncle used to say to me, "Geez, you're a big girl."
Wow. He sounds like a great guy. Listen, there's no Ozempic for cats yet, but if there was, I would definitely give Madame a dose because she just... And weirdly, she eats less than Hamilton Whiskers, her brother, but she somehow just gains weight.
I mean, look, we know what that's like. She was also a genius, as you mentioned. I've only seen a very small portion of footage, but she's opening the door, standing like a person on her feet. And
No, but why I feel so guilty every time somebody brings this up is because for like a year, I kept blaming other people in the house for opening the laundry door.
and then did you catch her in the act of being a person?
Well, worse, like I feel like it was at the time, like my 5-year-old daughter was like, "It's Madame." And I was like, not possible. Like, they're heavy. Yeah, they're like really heavy doors. This is not like a light door. And it's unbelievable. She was using her full body weight to swing it down.
She's a rescue cat. Why didn't the original owner want her? And can they go to hell?
Oh no, she and her brother were found like by the side of the road. They were going to be euthanized. They were so sick. They could barely even, when we brought her home, she was feral. I mean, some would argue she's still feral. And no matter how much you cuddle her, she will never relax. She's a cat that just doesn't melt or bend into your body when you hold her because she's so frightened still.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We are chatting with Isla Fisher. She's got a new film, Dogman. If you want to go and see it, how's this? We've got tickets. Give us a call, 132410.
Hey, Isla, in this film, Dogman, speaking of cats, Pete Davidson voices Petey, the arrogant orange cat in the film. Have you ever got to meet Pete Davidson or hang out with him? Because I'm obsessed with the dude.
Yeah, dude, I have met him. Where have I met Pete Davidson? I think I've met him at a few, like maybe the Vanity Fair party. He's always very nice. He's very tall, very sweet. I did not meet him on this. I did my press with Lil Rel.
Yep.
And then who else did I meet? No, and that's it. And we did the tour, I think, in Los Angeles and New York. But Pete, I'm not sure.
Where he was, yeah, right.
Have you seen his film, The King of Staten Island?
Yes.
How gorgeous is it?
It's great.
In fact, what do you watch? I always find that, like I work in radio and I've got a very specific sort of stuff that I like to listen to. In your craft, Isla, what do you love to watch? What would you recommend?
My craft. Yes, I will say this.
Coming from a place of craft.
My craft. I feel like I am a bit of I'm a bit of a magpie, anything shiny. So I'll see all the Oscar-y ones. I'll see all the ones that get all the hype. I love a bit of a foreign. I'll always go for French cinema. Because I lived in France, went to clown school there, and I love French. I love French directors. I love anything Australian. And then I also dip into the reality TV of it all. I'll binge Real Housewives and sort of look at that from a kind of acting perspective, because some of the kind of obviously the reality TV is like the best to watch for performances or specific characters, right? And then I love a bit of a crime drama, and I love a bit of a whodunit, and I love a bit of an English countryside sort of Agatha Christie number. I mean, I love everything. I could name every genre. I wish I had a specific thing, but my comfort movies tend to be comedies, like a Spinal Tap or a Coming to America. If I have a turbulent flight, I'll gravitate towards something that soothes me, that usually is in the comedy.
Yeah,
genre.
not Snakes on a Plane, although some would argue that is a comedy. Is there an actor or actress that you see, on the poster or whatever, that you go, I'm going to watch that? Like mine's Mark Ruffalo. I'll watch him do anything.
Mark Ruffalo. Okay, who do I watch their movies of? I think I'll always see Margot Robbie.
Yes.
I feel like whatever she does, and a Kerry Mulligan. I feel like both of the ladies pick stuff that's always sort of interesting and different, and they're always inhabiting the emotional landscape of a character that I haven't seen them do before. So it's always entertaining.
After Dogman, the most recent film I saw in the cinema was the new Bridget Jones film, and I was obsessed when you popped out of that window and made an appearance. And there's a great line you deliver, threatening to send your kids to Squid Game.
Yeah.
I not sign up to be ruled by a gaggle of computer crackheads. And don't you touch those, I'll enter you in Squid Game.
In your real life, what do your kids do that would make you want to send them into Squid Game?
I tell you, my one thing that I always get driven nuts about is if I put a lot of effort into dinner and then I call everybody down, and everybody comes in dribs and drabs, and then they've got a problem with what I've made, and I've sometimes done a backup, like another restaurant option for them, and then I'm a bit annoyed. I'm like, I made dinner, please eat it. Yes, but I wouldn't put them in Squid Games only because I know they'd win.
Yeah. Hey, Isla Fisher, thank you so much for your time. We love you. Dogman is in cinemas
I love
April
you.
through. Go and see it. You're the best.
Thank you. You guys are. Have a great day.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.